bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Phoenix this year. Pass to Kessler. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Kessler, a screen. The three. George, no good. The Suns on offense. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Here's Markkanen. Oh, MP with a block.
Displaying an innate ability to detect the score intent. MP will do well to keep honing that.
Here's Booker. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Booker's got his second basket of the game.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
George passes to Kessler. The Suns clearing. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Well, I think they found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it up.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, B.A. And unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early on his 4th year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Free throw good from Sexton. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
There's 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you was also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
Yeah, they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
That free throw good from Booker. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that could be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
Jazz trail by 10. Pass to Sensabaugh. The 3 is up. And it's MP with a rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Oh, pass to MP. And that one's good. MP's got 8 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Markkanen outside. To the paint. Here's Sensabaugh. Another shot. No good there. Good work defensively by Richards.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's over the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
Here's MP. Soft touch off the glass. 10 points for him.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Utah has gone 0 for 3 from downtown to the inside. Here's Sensabaugh. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
Here's Booker. He's got 10. Can't hit that one.
The analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection, despite that.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
MP finds Bull. And it's in there.
He hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
George outside. Pass to Markkanen. There's ball. And the deficit down inside single digits. Sensabal's gotten his second bucket on the night.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Checked in for Kessler. Hendricks comes in for Markkanen. And it's Collier in for George. So Phoenix going with almost an entirely new group here. O'Neal, he's checked in for Bull. Dunn comes in for MP. Allen, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Devin Booker. The Suns lead by 9. Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Screen by O'Neal. For 3, Allen. It's rebounded by Hendricks.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax. But the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year. They're looking to distance."
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie. Allen
Come
can't get
on.
it to go. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from deep.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Filipowski. Lays it up and gets it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Pass to O'Neal.
Screen by O'Neal. And Allen gets it to go.
Well, crack the screen there. Spring it in loose. Finish.
Jazz trail by
By 9. Here's Sensabaugh. 5 points in the game. Puts up a 3. He doesn't go for it. And so, Phoenix Suns with
9-point cushion at the end of the quarter.
and it's
mostly
most
due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More NBA on
2K Sports right after this.
And so far through 1 quarter, it's been a
Lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second.
And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
They've got Collier.
And it's Filipowski.
In at the 5.
Down low. That's the group for Utah, getting going in the second. Phoenix leading by 11. Pass to Allen.
Screen by O'Neal.
Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Utah shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. And yep, it's good. Juzang's got his first basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Dunn. Allen outside. And another basket for Phoenix. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. No points so far. Pass to Hendricks. It's no good on the shot. Excellent D there from O'Neal. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for Phoenix. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant. Dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Here's Dunn, and he drives in. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Juzang. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. The three is up. O'Neal pulls it in.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Outside Jones. Outside O'Neal. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the triple. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting lead. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The three, Collier. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Jones. And here's Dunn. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Sensabaugh. He's covered by O'Neal. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Jones, the pass to O'Neal. Back to Jones. Dunn left side. The three ball. Offensive rebound. And the basket by Plumlee.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He wants to review the game plan. George. Marking it outside. Back to George.
I see him.
Marking it outside. Fires it. The Jazz again can't hit.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
MP, a screen on Sexton, and the basket by Beal.
Beal asserting himself in the mid-range, reminding the defense that he can take that.
Pass to
Hendricks.
Now here's George. Five on the shot clock.
The Jazz need to
up in a hurry. Hendricks, no good. The Suns lead by 16. Booker, the pass to MP. It's Beal on the wing. MP, a screen on Sexton. And Beal with the basket on the assist by MP. Beal's got 4 points in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Markkanen misses.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Bull, a screen on Sexton. Here's Beal. It's good. Off the glass. Beal's got 8 points.
We know Beal can do this all night long. I mean, he's got an exceptional talent for finding points.
And so Will
he calls
the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. We have a moment.
Let's take a look at the
Look at the proficient long-range shooters in this rookie class. MP, number 1.
He blows you away with his confidence. How many guys come into this league look that comfortable from distance?
And it's Utah with the ball. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that
Everyone basically wants people
who work hard and get
in
it.
shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is
They just have a
lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
George with it. Marking it outside. Pass to Sexton. Looking to end the run. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Booker. An easy 2 on the layup. He's got 12.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
George scanning the floor. Kessler, a screen on Booker. Shot clock at 6. Booker against Kessler. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Kessler's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. And here are the Suns. They're on a 20-6 run. Booker for 3. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
Now shooting the 3 ball at almost 60%. They've been blazing this second quarter.
And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, you can't forget that Markkanen is an accomplished dunker.
And Booker's got the ball here for the Phoenix Suns. Over George. Again, the Suns good for 2.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. It's George on the drive. Basket counts.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Booker. To the middle. Here's MP. That was good. Give the assist to Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
The 3 from Sexton. Drills it from deep. Sexton's got 7.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan.
To get him as
Touches as
possible. A dominating first half of play.
And so far, it hasn't been close. The Suns on top, running away with it. And we'll step away briefly,
But get you right back out
for the start of the
the third quarter, right after the break.
Welcome, folks.
EJ alongside Shaq and Kenny. First up, here are the players of the week. In the East, Tyrese Halliburton. How about Halliburton?
Overlooked a little early on in his career, but once people saw more of him, they began to see the upside.
He has a positive effect in so many areas of the game. Well-deserved recognition here. And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the Jazz.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
And so, in the game for Phoenix, Booker and Beal are the talented backcourt. MP is out there with Bol Bol, and it's Plumlee in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bol, pass to Booker. Here's MP. MP is doubled. Beal outside. Good, and the assist goes to MP. MP's got 3 assists now in this one.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Now here's George. Markkanen with it, picked up by Plumlee. Ooh, good D by Plumlee. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left, and the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
Appreciate the update. Thanks, Shams. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie Laporte.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie. Here's Booker, following the bucket by Utah. And Keontae George gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. Booker for 3. Good. 8 buckets in 12 attempts.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And he recovers it.
And look, Sexton's lack of size has never prevented him from mixing it up down low.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Booker surveying the D. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
The Jazz have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Down low. And Markkanen with the stop.
And this is inexcusable. The defense must force Markkanen further away from the rim.
The Suns have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. Now here's Booker. Give him 23. Outside Bol. To the paint. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, nice shot by MP.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The Jazz have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's George. He has 6. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from 3. George has got 9.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Now here's Booker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. George against Booker. Now here's George. He's closely guarded. Markkanen with a screen on Bowl. Sexton passes to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stop.
Yeah, I love putting Markkanen into the pick and roll action. He can do anything as a screener.
Here's MP. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. MP's got 7 points here in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's George. He's got 9. Inside. Goes back up. Here's Markkanen. And finally they hit one. Give him 8.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. And that's why they continue to get attacked.
Pass to Plumlee. Outside Booker. From deep, MP. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 25 points in the game.
So when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Count it.
He was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Markkanen outside. Again, Markkanen missing.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
MP, a screen on Sexton. Beal. MP finds Plumlee. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Plumlee's got his second bucket on the night.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Yeah, that looks good. Markkanen.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
Now here's Booker. He's got 26. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, it seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, BA. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Richards is checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for Bowl. Allen, he's checked in for MP. And it's Morris in for Beal.
And so he hits both.
Yeah, just an offensive machine. Booker generates points consistently, night in and night out.
There's a minute 26 left in the third. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. A minute 22 left in the third quarter. Pass to Collier. Martin with a screen on Morris. For 3, Collier. Phoenix grabs the miss. Richards has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And here's Morris, checked by Sexton. Morris passes to Booker. Off target from outside. Utah has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Sexton, and the layup falls. Sexton's gotten 4 this quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Pass to Booker. Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Hendricks has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Sensabaugh beyond the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. Outside Booker. Launches it. The shot comes out. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix. He's been doing damage on the offensive end all night. 28 points in this one. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Kenyon Martin, and it's Springer in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's Sensabaugh. Sinks the tray.
Here in the second half, you see they've gone to the long ball to try to keep up.
Morris outside. They set a pick. Let's go with a 3. Utah grabs the miss.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Here's Collier. Misses the layup. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Here's Sensabaugh, guarded by Morris. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Here's Jones. Tries again. Here's Iguodaro. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And that one is stuffed right through.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. To the inside. The kick out to Morris. For 3. It's rebounded by Hendricks. Hendricks has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Down low. Here's Martin. Excellent D there from O'Neal.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And here's Jones. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown.
And they keep attacking from the 3-point range here in the second half.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Pass to Collier. Launches a 3. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Jones. Morris with it. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Shot from the low post is good.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the 4th. A nice shot by Morris. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Collier. Iguodaro grabs a miss. Iguodaro's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Jones. Back to Morris. To the paint. Here's Iguodaro. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
And he makes a first. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
So Utah ends up going with a new group. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And it's Utah with the ball. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Kessler passes to Markkanen. Drops one in from the wing. Markkanen's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
Left side Jones. Sexton grabs the board. The Jazz have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. From outside the arc, it's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 6 assists here tonight. George against Morris. Shoots over George. On the mark with the 15-footer. Morris has got 4 points this quarter.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And so it's Phoenix with it, following the bucket by Utah. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Now here's George. Pass to Kessler. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
The Jazz have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sexton. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now here's Morris. The 11-footer. Kessler with the rebound. Utah has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. George passes to Markkanen. A minute 31 left to play in the fourth quarter. 6 to shoot for 3. Sexton. Here's George. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Suns.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And what a huge performance it was for MP.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
Now here's Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. To the wing on the left. Sexton with it. Markkanen outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Morris. And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. There's 18 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Iguodala. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
So it's the Suns winning this one easily. And remember, tonight's win means they're 1-0 in the NBA Cup. A great start to the group stage.
Well, getting that first win under your belt is huge. They still have 3 games left, but they're in a great position going forward.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. We'll see you next time.
That's right, MP. They can't stop you.